Can in-school intervention reduce the amount of out-of-school suspensions that we have? Absolutely, because let's say, hey, if I now learn some skills, I'm less likely to escalate the behavior that's going to result in an out-of-school suspension. The other piece of that is that if you live in a state where the state has clearly readjusted their out-of-school suspension policies, meaning that schools are not allowed to do the amount of out-of-school suspension that we had done in the past, what they're looking for is, do you have alternatives in your systematic approach, that multi-tiered system of supports in responding to higher level behavior? So for example, if you have an in-school intervention, you clearly have a tier 2 answer to that. So let's say you do have to suspend a child out of school. The system wants to know, what do you have in place that's going to prevent that from happening in the future? As we know, there's been a disproportionate amount of suspensions across the country in various areas for high-level behaviors. And states are asking schools to step up and say, what are you putting in place to reduce those numbers? So in-school intervention does have to me, a very good place there. There are going to be times when out-of-school suspension is an only option for administration, and I totally get that. There's a fight, something even more severe, and it's going to warrant an out-of-school. We've got to send you out for a day or two. So when we do that, though, here's where in-school intervention is going to help us out. No child should be in an out-of-school suspension and return to school without some sort of re-entry plan. So now you will reintegrate back to school through in-school intervention, which means the first hour or 2 hours of your day, depending upon the situation, is going to be spent there. And then we may even say at the end of the day, you're going to check out through in-school intervention. So the last 15 minutes of your day is going to be checking out with in-school intervention. How did this day go? And then the second day back from out-of-school suspension, you'll just check in with in-school intervention in the morning and check out. The third day back, you'll just check in or out. So we can really be creative and putting some supports around you when you've been suspended out of school.